Welcome to video 8 of the repairs to get my jet skis running well. Today, throttle bodies. Drive shafts was on a previous video. I included it with the carbon ring, the bellows, and the floating ring replacement. Check out earlier videos, it's in there. Spark plug storage cover and reupholstering seats. I hope you enjoyed this series of videos. Remember to subscribe and like to my videos. And subscribe to my channel, like to my video.
All right, the throttle body. These jet skis are notorious for having their throttle bodies stuck. When I got mine, I couldn't even move the throttle body flapper valve. It was stuck, and even if you could move it, it would just hold open. What's going on in there is there's an internal bearing that's got to be replaced, and no amount of adding lubricant, WD-40, silicone lube, grease is gonna fix this. And what's worse is sometimes, even after you get it a little bit loose, when it comes back to zero position, it'll hold open just a little bit, and then your machine starts idling too much, too high. The throttle body's held on by 4 E8 bolts, again, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, 2 cables, 1 there, 1 at the bottom. You remove it. You can remove the intake hose to the throttle body. There's also a vacuum line, and of course the throttle linkage up to the handlebars. Remove the nut, take that out of the bracket there, and then that all comes loose, and you can remove the throttle body and work on it.
So here's what that new bearing looks like that I found at Ace. It's just it's got 2 seals on it, so it's I think it was a 608 RS, don't quote me on it, but anyway, it's got rubber seals, and it's a bearing. Not a whole lot to it. Bearings are pretty simple: core diameter, outside diameter, and what kind of shielding and seals you want. So that's what the new one will look like, and you want to look for something like this. It's not critical because it's not going to be moving very fast. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's got to hit 45,000 RPMs. So pretty much any bearing you can find that meets the right dimensions is going to be okay. See, here's an image of the bearing that came out of the throttle body. Ugly, rusted. No wonder why it wasn't moving smoothly or at all. That's the real culprit. There's even a bearing, I think like a needle bearing or something, on the opposite side of the throttle body, near the throttle position sensor on the bottom of it. But it wasn't defective, it wasn't corroded like this one is, the one on the top. That's the one that typically needs to be replaced.
One thing about the spark plug storage compartment. No, I didn't make a video to tell you that I got on eBay to find the cap with the little cushion in here to make a seal when it closes. That's kind of silly. But the reason I made it is because I found out that it's actually a relic from the 2-stroke days. 4 strokes don't actually burn through spark plugs that often. So the need to have 3 on your ride ready to replace at any given moment is not necessary for a 4-stroke, and I thought you guys should know that. I also reupholstered just the rear seat. The front ones were already reupholstered when I bought them, but the back one was cracked. It doesn't come off easy. It's like adhesively glued to the foam, so the previous owner skipped it. I went ahead and took care of it. I took a razor blade knife, took my time, and was able to cut it with minimal foam damage off the back seats. Bought some black marine vinyl off Amazon. I was going to get it from sale, right? But they had no stock, so I had to buy an unknown quality from Amazon, but so far so good. One thing to note when you reupholster, there's lots of videos out there about it, but don't forget marine grade staples. If you don't, you will regret it because they rust, just like everything else that's metal that's not meant to, deal with salt water. Here I took off the one the previous owner did, and they didn't use marine grade staples at first, and I removed them all and added stainless steel marine staples. But you can see all the rust spots from all the staples. And it's too bad because, it kind of looks a little messy, but, at least it's fixed now. And that rust, it runs down onto your machine and creates these, rusty red marks and lines. I think that's what that is right there, if you can kind of see it in the corner.
Well, thanks again for watching my series of videos on jet ski repairs. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. And I'll see you on my next project. Hope you enjoyed again.